Hi, this is your next door neighbor, and we are in part 5 of our series talking about how God dealt with social issues. And there's specific social issues that I wanted to address. One was the economy, money, how God handled it, and what the priorities are, and how we in our society, what our priorities should be when it comes to the economy. Should money take should profit take precedence, or should people take precedence? What do you think God did? You can look at my previous videos. I hope you subscribe. As we proceed, we are now going to the next part of it. Now, I don't know about you, but if you have a pulse, you're going to feel this one. I read the Bible, and sometimes I hear about things that happen to women in the Bible, and it just gets to me. I don't know about you, but I feel for women in the Bible. I feel that at some points, I feel like women were discriminated against. If you can understand where I'm coming from, I'm going to give you some examples, okay? And, I get a little defensive because I just so happen to be a woman, So here we go. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of why I feel that way. Now, first of all, why are women being treated this way? Let's just make sure we're clear. In Genesis 3, verse 16, we're going to find out why women are being treated the way I think women are being treated in the Bible. Okay? All right. We're going to read Genesis 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. I'm going to read that better. Let's read that again. We're reading Genesis, and that's the first book of the Bible in the Old Testament. And it says, Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to their husband, and he shall rule over thee. Okay? All right. So because women hearkened unto the serpent, and then we went ahead and tempted our husband, and our husband yielded to us. Because of that, we were supposed to have pain and sorrow, right? But hear this. When I read further, if you would read with me Romans 5, verse 17, 18, and 19. Romans is in the New Testament. We have Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, and then comes Romans. Okay? And we're reading Romans 5, verse 17, 18, and 19. We know that sin came as a result of, they don't say it's because of Eve. They say it's because of Adam. And I want you to read that. We're reading 5, verse 17, 18, and 19. For if by one man's offense death reigned, by one much more they which receive abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness shall reign in life by one, Jesus Christ. I'm going to read that again. For if by one man's offense death reigned by one, much more they which receive abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness shall reign in life by one, Jesus Christ. 18. Therefore, as by one the offense of Therefore, as by the offense of one judgment came upon all men to condemnation, even so by the righteousness of one, the free gift came upon all men unto the justification of life. Amen. Then finally, for as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners, so by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous. So that is telling us that even though one man has subjected us to suffering, by one man we can have the victory. And that one man is Jesus, who came and died for us. And not only did he die, he changed things around for us. Okay? And so, yes, we were subject to suffering. And I'm going to tell you about some of that suffering. And we know that Jesus came to help us out. So let's unpack some of the suffering that we went through. Look at my next video. Thank you. Here we go.